Good morning and good evening. I'm Suraj Parekh and I'm really excited to share our project. But before I start, I just have one quick question. What is the company's most valuable asset? Is it the reputation? Well, in today's world, that reputation can be easily destroyed in 48 hours by an enemy you can't see. We built our project Veritas, an autonomous corporate defense platform that transformed a multi-day crisis into a 5-minute data-driven decision. This is Veritas Command Center. This is not just a report, it's our war room. It's powered by our Veritas Threat Engine, a Tableau semantic layer that analyzes the behavior DNA of social media conversations. Let's look at the live threat. But before that, let's jump into this scores. So for this particular project, what we have done is we have built four major KPIs, which are bot authenticity score, narrative threat score, amplification velocity, and sentimental toxicity score, which are basically these three basically generating at the end, which is our main KPI narrative threat score, which basically tells us the actual corporate threat. Then let's jump into user activity timeline where we have this red spike. Let's suppose this is 10:17 a.m. today's morning and we can see this red line spiked. What is this? What it could be? Well, this is not just organic thing. This is an attack. This also has the origin map, which basically shows a high concentration of bot activity on threat origin map. Then let's move to the behavior DNA quadrant. Basically, who? DNA quadrant tells us who this cluster is in the top left users, which highly negative authenticity scores and massive unnatural amplifications. These are our attackers, and Veritas has separated the signal from noise to the main cluster. Now let's move to the bottom table where we have the top hostile amplifier table. This is a table which basically has usernames along with the narrative threat score. What we can do over here is we can just basically click on this username record. We can open the record where there is an embedded dashboard that is visible and filtered according to this particular user. The command center gives me the strategic view, but an analyst needs certainly. I have identified the lead attacker. I'll go to their profile in our system of record Salesforce embedded directly on the user's record page. Is our record level dashboard. It's already filtered to the specific user, showing a bot authenticity score along with the narrative threat score. Let's switch back to Veritas Command Center. So we have already understood what the problem is, who are the users having highest narrative threat score. But now it's time to take action. We have a list of usernames having highest narrative threat score. What else we can do? Then it comes the action part. What we'll do is we'll click on this particular username and we'll go to create incident response case. What it will do is it will basically start the flow at the backend and will create a case based on this particular username. So I'll go back to my case object and I'll show you the recent case which has been generated. When I go over here, you'll be able to see the particular case has been registered for that particular person as Jones. Also having the clickable link to the primary hostile user record. So when you click over here, it will take you to that particular user. So all in that, what has happened is when we click the icon, the button to create the action, it instantly created a new high priority incident case and also assigned to a security team along with pre-populated usernames though that we selected. But the true power is the flow has also built a direct clickable link to the primary attacker's record, which is this record. This turns the case from a static notification into a dynamic launchpad for investigation. One click and the analyst is right where they need to be. But that's not it. There is also a Slack integration with our organization. I have already done this. I'm gonna go to my agent force and ask about the question. What it will do is it will give me the insight. And when I tell my agent to post that particular notification to my Slack channel, it will also do that. So there are, what I ask is top 5 users having the highest bot authenticity score. It gave me the report. Now what I can do is take action with my team to report these users or take some serious actions on these accounts. We have also embedded the particular record matrices to the user account and to the post account. So what will happen is when I go to my post account, I'll be looking at one Tableau Next metric over here, which is basically narrative threat score for this particular post. What I want to do is I'll say, okay, score looks pretty high. Let's discuss with my Slack team. So I'll go to share to Slack. I'll say all sales. I'll type a message. Hey, look, the number is rising. Let's take action. And I'll just hit share to Slack. What it will do is it will basically post that particular score. So it's taking time to load the insight over here. And yeah, okay, it's right over here. What I can do over here is now I can discuss this particular metric with my team to discuss what further actions we can take. Project Veritas transforms a company from a passive victim into an active defender. We have built a complete closed loop system that connects insight, collaboration, and action. We don't just find threats, we neutralize them. Thank you.